It's early, the kind of early where the world hasn't quite woken up yet. Soft light slips through the window, and the only sound is the quiet hum of the fridge in your kitchen. You sit at the edge of your bed, feet resting on the cold floor, your robe draped loosely around your shoulders. It's just you and the silence. And in that silence, a strange ache stirs beneath your chest. It's not pain exactly. It's not sadness either. It's something harder to name. Maybe it's the weight of waking up to another day. That doesn't feel like it means much. The kind of morning where the question creeps in, what's the point of today? You're not angry. You're just tired of trying, of pretending, of doing the same things, hoping they'll feel different this time. You used to have plans, a sense of purpose, a reason to get up and get dressed. But lately, it all feels like going through the motions. You make the coffee. You open the curtains. But nothing stirs inside. Just a dull, familiar emptiness, like the light is there. But it's not reaching you, and the thoughts begin to whisper. Maybe you're just existing now. Maybe you've already done all you were meant to do. Maybe nothing really matters anymore. You shake your head gently, as if trying to clear the fog, but it lingers, like a cloud that's settled in your chest. It's not that you've stopped believing in God, it's just you haven't felt him in a while, and you wonder if maybe he stepped back. Or maybe you've drifted too far to notice his voice. It's hard to admit that, even harder to say out loud. But deep down you wish someone knew. You wish someone would sit beside you and say, it's okay to feel this way. You're not wrong for feeling lost, and maybe that's where healing begins. Not in forcing answers, but in letting the ache speak, in letting the silence be heard. Because even here, in this quiet kitchen, with nothing figured out and everything feeling a little too heavy, you are not forgotten. You are not too far gone. You are not alone in this moment. Maybe this is where faith begins. Maybe God is still here. Some mornings feel the same. You open your eyes, and before your feet touch the ground, the thoughts come rushing in. What's the point? Will anything really change? Why try again if you'll just fall short? You sit at the table, Bible beside your coffee mug, one hand resting gently on the cover, but the strength to open it just isn't there today. You tell yourself, I'll read later. But later never comes, and slowly that silence begins to echo, in places deeper than words can reach. You've been here before, days when faith felt strong, when verses leapt off the page and wrapped around your heart, but not lately. Now it feels like reaching for something just out of touch, like calling into a space where no one answers back. And that's when it starts. The voice inside, not loud, but sharp, not hateful, but heavy. You're not trying hard enough. You're too much or not enough. Everyone else gets it right. Why can't you? You know they're lies, but they sound so familiar. They dress up in your own voice. They echo memories from long ago, moments you wish you could forget. You try to breathe through it, to push past it, to remind yourself this is just a moment. But still, the ache stays. What if you never change? What if you never find joy again? What if this is all there is? You scroll through your phone. Others seem to have it together. The morning routines, the clean kitchens, the smiles. You wonder, am I the only one who wakes up this lost? Does anyone else feel like they're slipping through life unseen? It's exhausting. Not just the sadness, but the pretending. The way you smile when someone calls. The way you say, I'm fine, even when your soul feels worn thin. You try to pray, but the words feel hollow. You close your eyes, but the silence feels louder. You want to be near to God, but it feels like you're always falling short of being the person he would want near. And yet, beneath all of that noise, beneath the doubt, the fear, the tired reaching, there's still a whisper. A soft truth that refuses to be silenced. It doesn't demand your perfection. It doesn't shame your struggle. It doesn't keep score of your failures. It just says,
Even now, you are still mine. You don't have to be polished, you don't have to be strong, you don't have to understand it all, because God still calls you beloved.
The house is quiet. You haven't turned on the lights yet. Only the soft golden light spilling through the curtain illuminates the dust rising in the still air. You move slowly, not because your body aches, but because something in your spirit feels heavy. You walk to the window, pull the curtain aside with tired fingers. The morning looks beautiful, but something in you still feels disconnected. You want to feel joy. You want to care. You want to believe today will be different, but it all feels too quiet inside. You breathe in and press your palm gently over your heart, as if trying to feel something, anything, beneath the silence. You glance toward the table. Your Bible waits there, not opened, but not forgotten either. You pick it up, slowly, hold it in both hands, not because you know what to read, but because holding it feels like holding on to hope. You trace your fingers along the edge of the pages, not turning them yet, just holding, just waiting, as if one word might find you first. You whisper nothing, you ask for nothing. But in that moment, you simply let yourself be held by the silence. And somehow in that stillness, something begins to shift.
Even now, even when your heart feels numb, when your faith feels hollow, when your soul can't find the words, He is here. He is not waiting for you to feel better. He's not waiting for you to prove you're worthy. He's sitting beside you, in the ache, in the questions, in the deep, holy pause. You don't need to chase Him. You don't need to perform. You don't need to fix your faith before you come close. He's not standing at a distance. He's already in the room. Already in the quiet breath. Already in the moment when your hand rests on the pages of a book you're not strong enough to read. You don't need to do anything right now. You just need to let go and stay. Faith isn't about being fearless. It's about walking forward, even while your heart trembles. It's about reaching out your hand, even when you can't see what's ahead. It's about trusting that even in the most silent mornings, God is still whispering your name. Even now, He is holding space for you, space to rest, space to not know, space to simply breathe. He doesn't ask for perfection, He only asks for presence.
So breathe, let this stillness hold you, let this quiet be enough. Let this moment, simple, soft, unremarkable, become sacred. No music, no miracle, just a whisper, just grace. Unseen but here. This quiet morning is already holy. Pause with me. Place your hand on your heart. Let your shoulders drop. Let the morning be soft again. Take a slow breath, in and out. Not to fix anything, just to come home to this moment. Let's pray quietly. Lord, I woke up tired today. Not just in my body, but in places I can't explain. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to ask for, but I know you're listening. So I'll whisper what I can. Hold me, God, in this quiet, in this space where I don't have answers, just questions. In this moment where I feel too small to carry the day ahead. I bring you all of it, the empty, the ache, the part of me that doesn't know how to hope anymore. I bring the things I'm embarrassed to name, the things I still carry even when I say I've laid them down. And I bring the little spark left in me, the one that keeps showing up. Even now. I don't need fireworks this morning. I don't need a miracle I can touch. I just need to feel you here, in the stillness. If today brings tears, remind me you collect them. If today brings silence, remind me you speak in whispers. If today brings nothing new, remind me that you are still doing a new thing inside of me. Help me slow down, enough to see you, enough to feel your breath in mine. Teach me to rest without guilt, to pray without needing perfect words, to trust even when the fog hasn't lifted yet. If I forget to come back to you today, come find me. If I move too fast, slow me gently. If I run from the healing, call my name like you always do, quiet but steady. And if I can't pray tomorrow, remind me this prayer is still echoing in your heart. I don't need to be strong today, I just need to be with you. That's enough. You didn't need to pray loudly, you didn't need to do it perfectly, you just needed to show up. And you did. This is the part where we don't try so hard, where we stop fixing and just breathe, where we let truth settle in softly, like sunlight warming your back through the kitchen window. You don't have to explain why you're tired, you don't have to justify the ache, you don't have to pretend you're okay. This part is for the quiet you, the one who needs to hear something different, the one who's been carrying too much for too long. So be still. And let grace speak now.
You are already loved, without cleaning up your soul, without changing anything first, right? You are already worthy. Not because of what you do, but because of who you are and who made you. You are not too broken, not too late, not too far from healing. You are allowed to let the tears come. You are allowed to sit with questions. You are allowed to hope again, even if it scares you. You don't have to prove anything today. You don't have to fight to be seen. You already are. You don't have to finish the race. You don't have to have the plan. You are allowed to walk slow, to pause, to lie down if you need. You don't have to explain your sadness for God to meet you in it. You don't have to smile for Him to call you His. You don't have to be confident for Him to give you strength. You are still loved. Even when your faith feels quiet, even when your heart feels far, even when all you did today was try to keep breathing, and that was enough.
Let these words settle inside you, not as commands, but as invitations. Let them be the soft arms of God wrapping around your shame. Let them be the permission you've been too afraid to give yourself. You are safe to begin again, safe to believe again, safe to rest here for as long as you need. You don't have to climb into wholeness. You're already held in love on the way.
And that quiet yes you just whispered in your soul is already faith.
Let's breathe. Not because we're trying to be strong, but because we made it here. Right here. This moment, this breath, that's already something holy. Take your time waking up inside. Let the coffee stay warm in your hands. Let the stillness linger before the noise of the world begins. There's nothing to rush today. Nothing you need to prove to be worthy of this morning. You already belong. You already matter. You already carry beauty within you, even if you forgot how to see it. So here's your blessing, dear heart. You don't have to do it all today. You don't have to hold everything together. You don't have to smile if it doesn't feel real yet. You can take it slow. You can say no. You can start again softly. You don't have to have a breakthrough. You don't have to feel inspired. You can simply rest your soul in the hands of God, and that will be enough. Let today be soft. Let it be honest. Let it be gentle. If all you do today is breathe, that's sacred. If all you do today is not give up, that's a victory. If all you do is whisper, God help me, that's more than enough. The world will still turn if you pause. Heaven will not move away if you sit still. Let grace go before you today. Let mercy follow you. Let peace rise beside you with each small step you take. And if the light doesn't return quickly, stay by the window anyway. It will come. God always brings the morning. So this is your reminder. You didn't wake up behind. You didn't wake up broken. You woke up beloved. You woke up wrapped in grace. And as you step into today, whether with boldness or baby steps, know this.